Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about how to protect yourself from negative energy when running your business. So I'm Krista Kathleen. I'm a life coach, hypnotherapist, world traveler, motivational speaker, author, co-founder of Fearless Public Speaking. I go live every Monday sharing with you, some coaching and motivation and inspiration to help you run your life coaching business. Today, I want to talk about how to protect yourself during a really stressful time like we have going on right now, right? So we've got this whole coronavirus thing happening and people are losing their jobs or not being able to go to work. Their plans are being canceled or postponed, and you might be losing money and clients, and there's just a lot of chaos going on right now. I wanted to share about why it's so important for you to stay focused and not get distracted by what's going on out there, because you were chosen. You were born into this path. You were chosen to be this light worker, to be this leader, to help others heal and to help draw people towards your light in times when there's a lot of negativity and darkness. And so it's really important for you to do your work so that way you don't get distracted and you can show up and you're not getting consumed by all these stories of like, oh, well, why would I even run my business this week, or what's the point, because if people can't pay right now. And it's just so easy to get thrown off and distracted by what everyone else is doing that we lose sight and focus of what we need to do. And we need to be creating original content every week. We need to be selling our offers. We need to be offering discovery calls, getting on the phone with people, and not being afraid to do that despite what's going on in the world around us. And a lot of times too, there's going to be times when you're more susceptible to being affected by other people's energy. For me right now, I am pregnant. I am 33 weeks, and some of the best advice I got from my midwife in the beginning was her basically saying, Krista, it's okay to be really choosy who you spend your time with in your pregnancy because you're really open energetically. And I kind of already knew that already, but having someone give me permission like that was huge, right? And that it's okay. It's okay that I don't have to engage or be around other people if they have their stuff going on. Again, I need to protect myself. If you're a sensitive empath like myself, you're going to be probably really affected by other people as well. So again, this is a really important video to pay attention to. Also, if you're a woman, certain times in your menstrual cycle, you're going to be really affected by negative energy and other people's emotions. And that is usually during your fall and your winter seasons. So that would be when you're PMSing and then when you're actually menstruating. And that's just where you're like, I just don't have the capacity to deal with negative energy right now. So if you're in one of those three things, then it's really good to learn how to protect yourself. You just have to remember that you are responsible for your own emotions. We all are. And we've chosen to be leaders, and we have to show other people what it looks like to not get distracted, right? And to not let the world tear us down, because the world's going to do that. Even when all this coronavirus stuff is done and it's blown over and there's a cure and that there's going to be something else that happens. That's just life. Life is not perfect. Life is fluid. It's constantly changing and moving. And then there's going to be something else that happens. And so again, it's like we can't constantly react to every single thing that's going to be happening. We have to show up and we have to focus and we have to do our work, the work that we were meant to do when we chose to be born on this earth. Okay, I wanted to share with you all what are some things that I do when I wake up in the morning. And this morning was actually a perfect example. I woke up this morning and I just felt heaviness, and I felt the weight of the world on my shoulders, and I felt fear, and I was like, oh my gosh, we have a workshop coming up this week, and what if we don't hit our numbers, and what if we don't make, the amount of money we want to make in our business this week? I run my business, one of my businesses with another partner. And I just had all these like fears and stories and worries in my head. And I was like, okay, I cannot show up in my business like this today. This is not healthy. This is not productive. This is not what my audience or my clients need from me. And so I did not let myself get my business started until I took care of myself first. I've made that promise to myself that it's really important to take care of my brain and my mindset first if I wake up feeling in a certain way. So it's like I've created like a protocol or an SOP, standard of procedure, for myself when I'm feeling all the feels. This morning, what I did is I did some yoga and I did some meditation in my room. That deep breathing and opening up and relaxing the body, it really helps to just relax me and to get into a better state. I did some gratitude journaling, and also I like to do gratitude marketing, where I will either write a thank you card or I will reach out and send a personal voice note to someone and just like thanking them and showing gratitude to them. Gratitude is such a powerful practice. I'm also a professional dog walker, so I walked the dog outside for 30 minutes that I'm taking care of right now, and just being outside and that fresh air and that green like really helped to relax and calm me. I like to listen to inspiring things. One of my favorite podcasts is The Life Coach School by Brooke Castillo. And I will include a link to that in the description section so you guys can check her podcast out, because she's amazing. She's definitely one of my role models. Sometimes I'll watch a TED Talk too, because I want to give a TED Talk someday. But I really like to watch and listen to positive media that's going to put me in a better space, and not anything like the news or something that's going to make me even more worried or more fearful. I also, working out is huge. If I don't take care of myself either through working out or eating healthy, I find that I get I get moody a lot more, and I can't function as well. So again, like your health is your wealth. And when you work on you work on your business. Also saging. So here's my abalone shell, and here's the white sage. And I like to burn that. And then I just will take this feather and release the smoke all around my office, and I will sage my phone and my computer and anything else that needs to be just energetically cleansed. I also like to do cord cutting ceremonies, and I'll send you one of my favorite cord cutting meditations that I do on YouTube. So I do that with like people I've interacted with that have really negative energy, or just negative like situations that I need to release and let go of. So that's a good practice to do. It's important for me to get out of my pajamas and my robe. I could live in my pajamas and my robe because I work from home. That is one of the perks of working from home, but it really doesn't help your mindset and your productivity. So as you can see today, I put on jewelry, I did my hair, my makeup, put on normal clothes. And a lot of times that helps me to give my power back and to feel better. Also too, you can reach out to your support team. We all know the value and the power of support here. We're coaches, right? So people on your support team might be like a coach that you're working with, or a program that you are signed up with right now. You can use this Facebook group as support. You can schedule a session with your therapist or message your therapist if your therapist allows you to do that. Your partner, which for me would be my boyfriend, Kyle. I reached out to him this morning because I was having a really rough morning. You can talk to your spirit guides and the universe. I do that a lot as well. They're on your side. They're your support team. So again, it's really important to remember that as a businesswoman and a coach and a leader, you have to remember to use your resources. Okay. You're a very resourceful woman. And you want your clients to show up as resourceful. So you have to remember to use your resources first. Also, again, it's okay to not interact with people either in person or online. If you need to like stay away from social media for a little bit, or just show up and post your stuff and then don't interact with other people, or just don't interact with someone at all. Like, to be honest with my mom. Of course, I love my mom. I'll always love my mom, but her energy, every time I leave interacting with her, I just feel like the world is ending. And so I will know that to distance myself from her at certain times, or to limit my time around her, maybe like 2 hours tops. And after that, I'm like, I can't be around her anymore. Also, another little thing too I like to do is like a little mantra when I'm around people that have a more intense negative energy. And I will just like, I'll say this mantra of like, you can heal yourself. This is your stuff. This is not mine. You can heal your stuff. And like, I mean, obviously if I'm standing in front of them, I'm not like pushing them away like this, but maybe it's an interaction through online. But again, just saying that mantra, you can heal yourself. This is your stuff. This is not mine. That's really powerful to do. Also, blessing, releasing, and forgiving others and yourself. This is one of my most favorite books that I was gifted recently, The Path to Wealth. And it's all about 7 spiritual steps that you can do for financial abundance as a really powerful morning practice. Really recommend to get this book. And I wanted to read to you guys, there's a section here about forgiving people. And it says, CSO, which stands for Chief Spiritual Officer. If there is anyone from my past or present that I need to forgive, whether I remember them or not, I now do so. I bless them, I love them, I forgive them, and I release them into your care, knowing that you will work with them in whatever way is best. And if there is anyone from my past or present who needs to forgive me, including myself, they now do so. And we are all free to experience a higher and greater good in our lives. So that's really powerful to bless and release people. And just remember too, like, people aren't trying to be negative. People aren't trying to bring you down. Like, everyone is just trying their best at the end of the day with the tools that they have. So again, we don't want to like use all this energy towards anger and being mad and frustrated at people, because really most people do not wake up in the morning saying like, I want to destroy and ruin Krista's life and make her so she can't work on her business this week. People just aren't doing that, right? People are they're focused on their own stuff, and they're unknowingly showing up with their fears and their chaos and their negative energy, and we're getting to feel it all. So just remember, the most important thing is that you need to take care of yourself. You need to protect yourself. You've got a big job to do in this world, right? Like, you were chosen to run your coaching business and to show up as a leader and to guide others. And that can look through any different way, right? Whether it's one-to-one work or workshops or group programs or running retreats or doing a YouTube channel or a podcast. But like, you have to take care of yourself first, so that way you can really powerfully show up and hold space for others and be that light. And remember, people will always be attracted to that light. At the end of the day, people need your light right now, especially when we're going through these crazy times. So do what you need to do. Hopefully by me sharing my list of the things that I do, that'll help you to choose from some of those things, and that it's okay to not show up in your business until you've done the mindset work first, because the mindset work needs to be done every day. It's called the spiritual gym, and you need to show up to your spiritual gym every day in order to stay strong and keep running your business. Thanks so much for joining in. I hope that this was useful for you today, and I look forward to showing up every Monday and doing a live with you, helping you to powerfully run your coaching business. Bye.